Hey everyone, it's Bradley Frazier here. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm here to tell y'all a story. Now, yes, I know it has been like a few months ever since my last time I told a story or like another like story time video. And today, I figured out why not do another one. And I feel like today will be a good time to tell a story. It's been quite some time. I have another story. I feel like this is the perfect time to share this story with y'all. So get comfortable because this one's a kind of a chaotic one. In today's story time, I'm gonna be telling y'all the time I got in trouble for this. So you're probably wondering, how could I possibly get into trouble with a toy gun? Well, it's time to find out. So this story takes place 2 years ago of today, May 23rd. And this was a time where it was my last year of high school. I was a senior. It was last day of school. And honestly, like I was just I was such in a good mood. Like, you know, like school's like pretty much done. You know, it's just time to do whatever I want, you know? That's what I thought. So the day before that, my friend and I decided we should do like something crazy, you know, like not too crazy, but it's you know. But during that time of my school years, splat guns were so popular, and everyone just had them. Everyone had them, was just shooting at each other. We had an event, a water park event, water theme park event, where like you just shoot people with water and stuff. But of course, like people use this as well. I mean, they're just like little rubber gelatin balls, you know, just shoot them and like it won't really hurt, but like it just stings a little bit, you know. So back then, my friend had a splat gun, and he used to shoot everyone. He didn't care. So at the time, they weren't really, like, splat guns were not a problem. Like they weren't like illegal or anything. It's just a toy gun. The day before the last day of school, we were just shooting, like we were just like, you know, people were just shooting each other with it and stuff like that. And during that day, my friend and I decided, you know what? Why not we just since tomorrow's the last day of school, our last day of high school ever, so why not just go out big, you know? So he decided and I decided, you know, like we just gonna shoot people, you know, at our school. And yeah, it was just like a fun just like a fun, like, silly prank. I mean, like, it's not really meant to be taken too serious, you know. Like again, this was happening all the time, you know. You get caught lacking. so yeah, we planned that the day before the last day of school. And when the last day of school hit, I hopped in my car. I went and picked him up, and then we went to school. It was kind of a half day for because of, you know, like exams and tests and stuff. And yeah, and so we decided to, you know what, now's the perfect time. He kept the gun in my car, and then once school was over, we just went bonkers, y'all. We just started going crazy. We just started shooting everyone. We started shooting. I shot a couple of my friends. He started shooting like some of his friends. You know, I started shooting like some of my underclassmen friends. And bro, it was just so crazy. We shot like random people that we knew, but like, we just didn't talk. But you get the idea. Like we didn't care. We were just shooting everyone. So during that whole time, like when school was out, it was like around 3 o'clock, like 2, or like I think it was like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. But so what also what like we were just shooting people. He was mostly shooting people though. I was just driving. So what we was doing that I was driving my car while he was just sitting out on the sitting out on the window, just driving, just doing straight drive-bys, just shooting people, like just like everywhere. I was like we went like we saw people like in front of the school, like from people that was walking home to the back of the school, like just literally everywhere, y'all. It was just so crazy. And then after all of that, and then after that entire day of just shooting people, and it was just so much fun. I'm not gonna lie, I'd do it again. After that whole day, we was just like, yo, what a day. I like that was so crazy. Like that was just so much fun until after that day. See, the very next day, this is where things just kind of like go downhill. I was sleeping till like 7 o'clock. Then my friend, he called me. He was like, hey, I got an email from like the principal. And I was just like, I was just so tired. I was like, man, like he calls me all the time. So I mean, I'll just talk to him later. So I just hung up and just went straight back to sleep. And so then about an hour goes by, or like 30 minutes goes by. I get a call from my mom. I pick up. She's just angry, like at me. What's up? Like what's the problem? And apparently she had got a call from the principal at my school, and she told me that as she was like driving on the way home for a meeting. So she told me to we got to go to the school. So I'm like, okay. Then in my mind, I was like, what could possibly have happened? Or in my mind, I kind of knew what it was. What my friend and I did. But I was like, at the same time, I was like, it couldn't have been. It couldn't have been that reason. It couldn't have been. We arrived at the school. We go to the principal's office. I see my friend. He's just sitting there. And then once we got there, once we got to the principal's office, there was an officer waiting there for me. The officer was talking to my mother. Before I went to the office, my mom and the officer kind of spoke, and they were just talking. Like, I was like, what's going on? Like, I have no idea. Like, I was like, oh boy, what did I do? But I know what I did, kind of ish. But I didn't think it was that. I didn't think it was that serious. But at the time, I didn't think it was that serious. And after they spoke, we went into the office. The principal was there. It was the principal, the officer, me, and my mother. So all four of us were in the office, and the officer, she said, I was verbally detained. So I wasn't like put in handcuffs. I didn't expect to be put in handcuffs. So the officer verbally detained me. You have the right to remain silent, and my rights and stuff. And I was like, okay. And then the principal and the officer were explaining to me what the situation was. And I was like, okay, I know what the situation is. So I'm not gonna act dumb. And I can't even act dumb because apparently they caught me and my friend on videotape. They had the security footage. Security footage showed me driving the car all the way to the back, and my friend was out on like outside the window with his gun, splat gun, and we spotted a kid. Basically, what happened was my friend, He got out the car. He started chasing him down while the kid was just running, and then he just all of a sudden stopped, and then he got on his knees, and my friend was just shooting him with the splat gun. Me, I hopped out the car. I was like, yeah, get him. And then, or I can't remember what I said, but like it was some like I was too hyped that day. Again, I didn't care what was happening. That day was a blast, literally. So after we all watched the footage, I just started. You know what? I was like, okay. I started explaining myself. It wasn't really like meant to be taken serious. It was just like a joke or like a silly prank or whatever it was. At the time, bro, I was getting cooked. Just to sum it all up, it wasn't meant to be taken serious. It was just a prank. It was just a joke. Here's the weird part: the officer and the principal were just they were twisting my words. The freshman kid, he went home crying, saying, told his parents that I got shot and about to have a whole life crisis. And apparently, like, he was so scared that he didn't want to come to school the next day because he thought we were going to do it again, or something like that was going to happen again, or something. I don't know. It was just an overreaction. So basically, the officer and the principal was telling me that this isn't funny. Like, this is actually a serious situation. You could have seriously hurt him or something, or just really just twisting my words, saying how my friend and I plan to shoot up the school. What? My friend and I were shooting up the school with this. See, at the time, I was trying to explain to them that, again, like we didn't mean to hurt him, or like it wasn't really meant to be taken that serious. Like, again, it was the bullets are little gelatin balls. It's not that big of a deal. He's still alive. At the time, they said the parents wanted to press charges on me and my friend, so I was kind of screwed. And at this time I was 18, so yeah, the charges were legal. They were all yelling at me, and so I was like, I was just sitting there just like, this is stupid. So at the time, I was just sitting there in silence after they really just kept twisting my words, saying you and your friend shot up the school. Okay. So after that outburst from the principal, the officer, and my mother, what we did after that, they took us to a room, an empty room. It was my mom, my friend's parents, and the officer was like, we're going to call the victim's parents and explain to them and apologize, because if we didn't, then yeah, we didn't really have any other choice. So we just waited there for like a good few minutes. Then they came in. Then she came in. The officer came in. They called the victim's parents and was put them on speaker. My friend and I, we apologized. We said it wasn't that deep. It wasn't really meant to be taken too serious. It was just a prank gone wrong. The victim's parents were like, okay, he was cool with it. It sounded like his dad, but he was really worried about the fact that if we had recorded it and put it online or something like that. Like, we said no. I mean, it might have been a good idea, but we had no footage of, shooting him, and like, this wasn't like for entertainment. It was just like, we were just playing around. After we apologized, he sat there for like another, another couple minutes explaining like what was at stake here. My freedom was risked. I could have been arrested. But thankfully I wasn't. And I almost didn't walk at my own graduation. And at that time I didn't really care about that. After all that, they let it go. We apologized, and it was done. It was done. It was really up to the principal and whoever else was who makes that decision, whether or not my friend and I were to walk at our own graduation. And then after that we left. And from that day, God, I cannot believe that just went down. And still to this very day, wow, all of that for a splat gun. So during that day, I was upset and angry at that whole situation, from the victim, from literally about everything about the situation. And that will be the stupidest ways to lose my freedom and my graduation moment. And yeah, that's the whole story. Whew, wow, that was a lot to give out. And that whole situation, bro, it still gets me mad to this very day. It still gets me mad to this very day. Anyways, y'all, that's the whole story. A whole story that was taken out of context and extremely over exaggerated. Still to this very day, I still do not care about any of it. But anyways, y'all, this is the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed as much as I did. Be sure to punch the like button right in the face. Be sure to comment down below, what did y'all think about this story time? And what are y'all personal thoughts on that whole situation as a whole? Be sure to click the notification bell for updates for new videos. I make new videos every single week. Be sure to share these videos with everyone you know and or whoever you like. And one more thing, subscribe! Anyways, I hope you all take care, and I will see you all in my next video.